Mike's Man Cave, and today we will be having a look at the Weber one-touch system. And I'm just setting up my kettle for slow brisket cook. Okay, if you have a look at the one-touch sweeper and vent controls, okay, that's fully shut, and that's about quarter, half, 3/4, and fully open. Now, if you have a look at your sweeper control, it's got a massive range of motion there, with this side being shut, and from about there to there it's open. Okay, so it's a little bit hard sometimes without crawling on the ground and taking off the ash pan to know exactly where your vent settings are. And for low and slow cooking, you probably just want to have some fine control on your vent. So what I've done, I've gone down here and I've marked it with a marking texture. So that's the settings for just open, or quarter, half, 3/4, and fully open. Now, to keep in mind, because there's a little bit of play in the adjustment there, and there's not a lot, see, there's enough play there to go from quarter to half without the sweepers actually doing anything. So to overcome that, when you mark it, always start from there and go to quarter, and you should have a quarter vent setting. Now when you're going to half, don't simply just push it across, go back to the beginning. So from quarter, go back to the start and go to half, and we're spot on. If you want to go to 3/4, go back and go to 3/4, and there we are. So this is an easy way to know exactly where your controls are, and there is fully open. Okay, so go to shut, quarter, and we've just got little cracks in the vents to just let a little bit of air in. Go back to half, that's roughly half. Go back 3/4, go back, fully open. Okay, I hope that will be helpful to someone using one of these Webers, because this adjustment can sometimes be very frustrating, and when you adjust your temperature, you should be adjusting it with the bottom vents, not the top. The top vent should be staying wide open for optimal effect. I have in the past used the top vent for temperature control, and that does work. However, you are better off just using the bottom control. Let's put this Weber back on its wheels and we'll have another quick look. We've got the barbecue back on its wheels, and we've attached the ash pan. So now the vents are fully closed, as you can see. It's nice and clean in there at the moment. I've just given it a bit of a clean, and now we'll push it across, and we should have the vents just open, which is correct. Okay, so we've got some air going in there. We'll go back to readjust it, bring it back. Each time you readjust, bring it back and push it out to half, and we've got the vents open about halfway. Come back to here to adjust back to a quarter. You would do that. If you're going from a quarter to 3/4, come back and bring it out to there, and now the vents are 3/4 or almost fully open. And you come back to here, go to half, go to full, and the vents are fully open. Okay, so each adjustment, bring it back to the beginning and adjust to whatever setting you want to have. When adjusting your temperature, make sure you've got the, especially when you're smoking meats, make sure you've got the top vent fully open so that all stale air is able to escape the kettle. And well, this one's fitted with a temperature gauge from the factory. Some of them don't have a temperature gauge. Some people don't believe the gauges work well. Well, I use it as a reference, and it seems to give me a fair idea of what the temperatures are. You know, it's not the greatest and most efficient way of doing it, but it definitely does give you a reference point, and with some experience of using your kettle, that reference comes in quite handy. Okay, and that vent stays open, and you do your adjustments down there as explained already. I'm hoping this will make your Weber life a little bit easier, and if it has, please comment below. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.